So just coming into whatever seated position works nicely for you. We're only going to be seated for check-in and the pranayama, so it doesn't need to be, you shouldn't need yourself too propped up. So cross-legged seated in Sukhasana, or maybe hero pose, sitting back on the heels. So just whatever feels good for you. I'm going to go for this actually, give those knees a bit of a stretch. And just giving your shoulders a little bit of a shrug. Maybe a couple of rotations of the head in both directions. Just easing off any of that tension from when you've been asleep. Or maybe not moved too much today. And then just bring your hands wherever they land. Sitting up nice and tall. And just lower your chin ever so slightly towards your chest, just making sure the back of the neck is long. Let those shoulders drop away from the ears, shoulder blades drop down the back, chest nice and open. Enjoy those sounds around you. Maybe some birds tweeting outside. The gentle swaying of the trees and the leaves. How lucky we are. Bring your attention to sounds inside of the room. Seeing your body sitting here on the mat. And then take your attention to how you're feeling. How are you in this moment? And remember, everything's welcome. The good, the bad, the neutral. However you are, just settle into that now. Let it be there. The first part of the class today, we're going to be bringing in some yin energy, and the yin is receptive, so we pay attention, we let stuff be there. It's also a heavy energy, meaning that you can feel grounded, supported and safe while you allow yourself to explore what's going on. Also connected on a physical level to the deeper tissues in the body, so the bones, the joints, tendons, and the fascia which wraps around the whole body. We hold the poses for longer to allow for that receptivity, and also some of the poses working on a compression at the joints. Think of it a little bit like a pestle and mortar. Those peppercorns of tension that exist deep in the body. As the bones press together, we break down those areas of congestion. And as we exhale, just blow them away like some pepper dust. So nice. And then we move into the opposite energy, the yang, which I'll talk to you about then. But for now, let's just be here. And so to help bring in your yin energy, we're going to do your Chandra Bandhana, your moon breath. So bringing your hand up to your face, using the thumb and the little finger, or fourth finger and fifth finger, to plug the nostrils. Really simply, we press the thumb on the right nostril, inhaling through the left side. Switch and exhale through the right. Switch, inhale left. Switch, exhale right. So really simple, in through the left, out through the right. You continue on your own, and it might help for you to count the breaths, just to help keep your mind focused. So counting to 5, 6 or 7, and the same count on the inhale and the exhale. The left side of the body is the inside of the body. Feel the cool air coming in through that left nostril, going down the back of the throat, into the lungs, into the heart, spreading through the whole body. Feel that sense of coolness. And then the exhale, bringing with it any negative energy, any blockages, all that toxicity leaving the body on that warm exhale through that right nostril. And then we bring in more yin, cooling, soothing, heavy. Exhaling anything that no longer serves you. It's a really lovely calming way to start your practice. Let's take another 5 rounds. When you finish, just bringing your right hand down onto the lap to join the left. And take a few breaths through both nostrils, noting how you feel. And we're going to come into your first pose. So to continue that theme of feeling grounded and centered, we're going to face the mat using 2 blocks here to elevate the arms, coming down into onto your belly, and then bring the elbows onto your blocks, and then let the head come down between the blocks, the chin or the forehead on the floor. Let your heels fall out to the side so you've got a bit of internal rotation of those thighs. And bringing the hands together in prayer position behind the head with the elbows bent. So just a nice gentle opening into the front of the shoulders. Stretching the triceps. Once you've been here for a moment or two, pressing the elbows in and maybe just shuffling yourself back a little bit further so that you can get a deeper stretch if you need that. Feeling that a bit deeper through the shoulders and the arms and the sides of the body. And taking whatever breath feels good for you. So it may be with a nice inhalation through the nose and a sigh through the mouth as you exhale. That might feel nice for you, or anything else, as long as you're breathing consciously. When you've been here for a while, you can start to feel a bit of discomfort, so it's a bit like a dull ache. So we definitely don't want to be feeling any sharp stabbing pain. more just a constant deep sensation as you feel those bones press in together. Often the best part of your yin posture is when you release. And so we move out of these poses nice and slowly and mindfully. But we're not there yet. We're going to take another 5 breaths here. So you just spend some time with yourself in this pose. Couple more breaths. And then bringing those hands overhead before walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. And then from here, just roll over onto one side while you take your blocks out to the side of your mat and have a cushion or a blanket just up by the top of the mat there. And then we're going to recline on your left side, coming into cattail pose, a nice twist. So we're on the left side and this left arm kind of awkwardly trapped underneath. And then we're going to cross the right knee over the body and it might come onto the floor, hips stacked vertically. If not, then bring that block underneath so that your hips are stacked on top of one another. And then you can bring your head onto your pillow, taking hold of that knee with your slightly awkward left arm. And then we bring the right arm over and find your block or the floor as you revolve the right side of the chest round, coming into your cattail pose. So there's a few options with the right arm here. You can have it just resting on your block and just enjoy the spinal twist more in the mid to upper portion of the spine. Or you can turn your palm of that right hand to face up and let the arm hang there, so the weight of the arm meaning that you go a little deeper. This is a bit more uncomfortable, so only if you need it. The long hold means that you get time for gravity to work on opening that right shoulder a bit more, and it's quite fun to wait for the hand to reach the floor. So this is an option. And then another option, if you're particularly supple, is to bend that left knee and see if you can find that right hand, left foot with your right hand. Oh, my hamstring's gone into cramp a little bit there, so don't do that. No sharp stabbing sensations. So just do what feels right for you. And then coming into stillness and into your breath. Let the body become heavy. No holding on using any of those big muscles. That's for the yang section. This is all about releasing to the ground, to Mother Earth. Let her hold you. And you just breathe and pay attention. The posture and the props and gravity are doing the work on your body, so you can let go and be receptive. Maybe exploring with deeper breaths. Often when we twist, it means those breathing muscles have to work a bit harder. Just check in with your face here and make sure that the face is relaxed. Soften the forehead, eyes, cheeks, Let the lips and teeth gently part. Maybe even moving the jaw side to side. Five more breaths. Taking that fifth breath, releasing the leg if you've got hold of the foot, and then bringing that right arm over, and just take a moment here enjoy how it feels to release from the pose. And part of the release, particularly in twists, is working onto the other side. So we're going to come onto your back and then make your way over onto your right side, coming onto that right shoulder, right hip. We're going to straighten that right leg down the mat, cross your left leg over, keeping the left hip stacked on top of the right. You might need your block for that left knee just to make sure that you don't roll over onto the front of the body. And then having your other block behind you, take hold of that left knee with your right hand, and then you can sweep this left arm, left side of the chest over, finding your block if you wish, or you can stretch the arm out here. Take your time to ease into this one. And once again, those who are particularly supple, you might want to bend that right leg and take hold of the foot with that left hand. A slight kick into the hand can help you go a bit deeper here. Only if it feels good for you, no forcing. And some nice big breaths. Such an amazing pose, this. Just watching that that left knee doesn't lift away from the block or the floor. Maybe becoming aware of that congestion, that tension in the body, exploring simply by using the breath. Seeing if you can direct the breath into certain areas, maybe up into that shoulder or along the side of the body. Maybe it's around the front that you're feeling that tension more. Just explore. Another 5 breaths here. taking your 5. Bringing this left arm over. And take a moment on this side. And when you're ready, turn to face the mat, and we're going to come onto all fours. And let's just do a couple of cat-cows. So lifting the tailbone, sink the tummy down, chest down, lift the head, and round in the back. That should feel nice. Let's do one more of those. So this is part of the release. Feels really nice after a twist. And then from here, take your knees wide, bring the feet together. You might want to bring your blanket between your knees and then have a cushion or a block, maybe to catch the head as you go down. Coming into child's pose. So make sure that the forehead can come onto the floor, whether via a prop or directly. And let's just give the forehead a little massage there. Unwrinkling the forehead, relaxing the forehead. And it might feel nice for you here to turn the palms to face up and bring the elbows down. Just giving you a slightly different sensation in the shoulders there. Enjoy that rounding of the back. So we were squeezing the shoulder blades together there in that twist. You may have noticed that there was quite a lot of tension in those muscles that run down either side of the spine. So now let's breathe into that area, into the back of your heart. Enjoy that feeling as you relax those muscles. Resting here in the comforting egg shape of your child's pose. Once again, facing the floor where it feels safe. Take another 5 breaths here. And when you've taken your 5, bring the hands back onto the mat and slowly walk yourself back. And then from here, removing your blanket and coming onto your bum. And then from here, we're going to bring the right heel, the right heel in towards the groin and stretching that left leg away. Let me move these props. And then we're going to have the block at your left side. And we're going to rest the elbow on the block and take hold of the left side of the face. And then we're going to reach the right hand away. So we're stretching into the neck here. So we're going to make this a little less intense just by supporting the head. However, if you want to go for something a little more intense, you can rest your left arm onto the ground and plug that left arm into the shoulder and let your head fall down towards that left shoulder. So you choose this or this. And then we're stretching the right arm away at 90 degrees, 45 degrees. Oh, my maths is all shot this morning. Spread the fingers as you reach through that right arm to allow a nice release over the right side of the neck there. Relax the face. So a little bit of yang here in that right arm, having to use the muscles in the right arm just to keep it elevated. But working more gently with the side bend to the left here as we work deeper down into the spine and into the hips as well. Another 5 breaths here. And then cradling the left side of the face. Use the left hand to bring your head up to center as you use the right arm to pull you up to center. And take a moment there once you're back upright. Before we move on to the other side. So this time, switch the legs. So the leg that's extended away, we're going to lean over to that side, using the block with the elbow on the block and cradling the right side of the head, reaching this left arm away. Or if you like, you can remove the block and use your right arm to support you. Slightly deeper this variation. Reaching through that left hand. Watching that you're not too far forward or back. You want to be in that centre line and only the side bend over to the side. Perhaps noticing this quite deeply in the hips. Visualize the spine bending over to the right there. All those vertebrae on the right side pressing together, and a lovely stretch of that previously compressed left side. And enjoying that stretch through the left side of the neck, going from the shoulder all the way up to the earlobe there. And breathe. 5 more. cradling the right side of the head with the right hand. We're going to use that left arm to pull you up to centre, and the right hand keeping the neck soft to bring your head up to centre. And then from here, just a couple of rotations of the head, maybe a little shrug of the shoulders. Coming into our final yin pose, the reclined Baddha Konasana. So we're going to have quite a lot of support for your back. So maybe a couple of blocks, your blocks out to the side. A couple of cushions just to support behind the heart there. And then have your blocks either side of your legs. We're going to bring the bum up to your cushions, soles of the feet together, and then reclining back over your cushions. Hopefully the head coming to the floor so that the heart is lifted, highest point, and then we're just going to find those blocks with the outsides of the thighs coming into your reclined Baddha Konasana. You might not need the blocks, that's fine if you enjoy gravity, bringing those knees a bit deeper down, a bit further to the floor, and you're happy to hold, you're comfortable to hold here. That's fine. If you want a bit of gentle support, use the props. Palms facing up, or you might want to bring your hands, one on the belly, one on the heart. You choose. Get nice and comfortable. Settle in. Let go. And breathe. If you're noticing any tension in the neck, just give that head a gentle rock side to side just to ease it off, and then come back into stillness. Feel those breaths stretch the front of the body. Feel a lovely slow warming up of those deeper tissues in the body, working into the hips. Move the spine in all directions. Forward bend, now back bend. Twisting both ways, side bending to either side. And we've opened up around the shoulder joints. Such a luxury to be able to take this time, slowly warming the body up for your more dynamic Yang practice. We're going to do more of the same as you start to prepare for this part of the class. All movements of the spine, using the hips, shoulders. We're going to build some strength to help create stability in the body. I'm going to offer stronger variations to allow you to really explore your inner power. And then we'll return back to this blissful state at the end. So starting to prepare yourself energetically, get your mind into that yang space. while lying here. We're going to begin that process physically by switching to your Ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. The exhale audible with a slight constriction of the back of the throat. And drawing the navel down to the back of the body on that exhale. Starting to become aware of those deep core muscles. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling loudly through the nose. Pulling the navel down. Well done. Three more. Removing your blocks out to the side. Take hold of the sides of the legs as you bring those knees back to centre. Rolling over onto one side just so that you can release your cushions. You won't be needing those until the end. You might want to keep one of your blocks. Just pop it up at the top right hand side there. And then come back down onto your belly. Onto your back, sorry. To your back. I don't know where I went, I was off the mat there. Okay, so from here we're going to interlace the fingers around the back of the head, around the back of the neck, at the back of the head. Elbows lifting up, and we're going to start to lift the head and shoulders off the ground, keeping the neck relaxed. So you might still feel the tips of the shoulder blades pressing into ground, that's okay. Keep the neck relaxed, and then we're going to bring the knees up above the hips, point those feet directly in front of the knees, and then spread your toes, bringing the toes back. So the feet are pointed, the toes are flexed. Nice. Okay, we're going to take 5 breaths here. Progressively moving 3 inches forward with the knees until you come into this position. I want you to be careful that if your lower back lifts too far off the ground, then stay in the position that allows you to keep that lower back on the ground. So we're going to inhale through the nose, lift up through armpits and elbows. Hold the breath, press lower back down, so curl tailbone up. Exhale as you pull your lower belly to the floor. Move the knees 3 inches forward. Inhale, curl up through armpits and elbows. Hold the breath, press lower back into the ground, curl tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Moving the knees 3 inches forward as long as that lower back doesn't lift. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Knees forward 3 inches as long as the lower back doesn't lift. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Keep the neck relaxed. Knees 3 inches forward if you can. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, bring the feet and the head and shoulders down. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. You've earned that. Well done. Woo. Okay, a bit of elbow to knee now. So we're going to curl up head and shoulders, lift knees. Let's extend the left leg away. So remember, pointed feet, flexed toes, active feet. Inhale, hold the breath, curl the tailbone up, and as you exhale, elbows go over to right knee, pull lower belly down. Stay here, lift up right shoulder blade, hold the breath, curl the tailbone up, exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, bring the knees and the elbows back to centre, extend right leg away, squeeze that right thigh, hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, elbows over to your left knee, pull lower belly down. Inhale, lift up left shoulder blade, hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, come back to centre with both. Extend your left leg away, squeeze that left thigh,
Flex those toes. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. And as you exhale, elbows go over to right knee, pull lower belly down. Inhale, lift up right shoulder blade. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, come back to center with both. Extend right leg away. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Elbows over to left. Inhale, lift up left shoulder blade. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, center. Exhale, let it all go through the mouth. Well done. Woohoo! Well done. Okay. So we're fired up. Continue those ujjayi breaths. We're going to do some spinal rocks, and I want you to come onto your feet. So maybe press the feet, see if you can get up. Inhale back. Exhale, press. See if you can sit up. Inhale back. Exhale, press the feet, trying to come up. Inhale back. 2 more. And on your next exhale, we're going to come into a forward fold. Take hold of the elbows, let the head hang here, a bend in the knees. Reaching your arms to the floor. Maybe starting to straighten up into the legs there, just to explore how the hamstrings are feeling, maybe even working into the calves as well. A couple more breaths here. Okay, then from here, I want you to take those feet a bit wider, the toes out, heels in, and we're going to come down into your squat. Okay, so easing into this, bringing those elbows inside the knees if you can. Pressing the hands together, keeping that spine long, keep those heels pressed down. If you need to be up here in order to keep those heels down, then go for it, that's fine. We're going to have another 3 breaths here. So working quite deeply with the hips today. We're going to do a slightly different, fun sun salutation. Coming into a squat instead of a forward fold. Okay, so from here, reach your arms up. Nice. See if you can lift up halfway. Watch that lower back. Use your arms to pull yourself up to standing, keeping those feet wide. Well done. And then we're going to exhale as you come back down into your squat. Bring the hands down and then step back into high plank. Let's hold in high plank for 5 breaths. So shoulders slightly forward of the wrists, a crease in the elbows. Push up. Push navel and ribs up into the back of the body. Squeeze your thighs. Maybe come forward onto the big toe tips, coming into more of a hollow plank. Well done. Feel those shoulder blades wrapping around the sides of the ribs. Well done. Option here, lower to chaturanga, bringing the knees down if you need to, coming through into your cobra and pushing back, downward facing dog. Well done. 5 breaths in downward facing dog. You might want to drop onto your forearms to come into dolphin. Shoulders over the elbows, pressing through forearms, push biceps away. Lift the heart, lift the ribs, lift the navel, squeeze thighs, reach through the heels. Well done. 1 more breath here. Come back up, downward facing if you're not there already. Take your feet as wide as your mat. So a wide leg downward dog. Real fun transition here. We're going to do it 5 times. You might hate me. We're going to bend the knees. So I want you to jump your feet up to the top of the mat, outside the hands. But as you do, I want you to try and clap your feet like this. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to go back. Push back, wide leg downward facing dog. Bend the knees, inhale, clap the feet as you exhale and jump forward. Inhale, back, wide leg downward dog, exhale, bend the knees, inhale, exhale, clap and come down into your squat. Inhale, back, exhale, inhale, bend the knees, get higher, clap and come into your squat. One more. Inhale, back, exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Make it a good one. Get those feet and the hips really high. Oh, I missed my clap. Bring the arms up, inhale, well done. And exhale, rise up, hands come to heart, well done. We're going to inhale, arms up, exhale, go down into your squat. From here, hands down, step back, high plank. Whoops. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Excuse me. Take those feet wide. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, woo! Coming forward, well done. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lift up, hands to heart, well done. Inhale, arms up, exhale, drop down. Bring the hands onto the ground. Let's go for Bakasana. So knees onto the upper arms. Spread the fingers. Forearms nice and straight. We're going to tip forward. Tip, tip, tip. Keep the feet on the ground. Tip, 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 tip. And maybe those feet can come together and you lift up into your Bakasana. Well done. Options here. You can walk or step back into high plank or do a jump back into Chaturanga. If you're in high plank, lower down if you wish, and then we all come through to join in downward facing dog. Well done. Woohoo! Okay, from here, lift your right leg. Exhale, come into plank, knee to chest. Inhale, push back, 3-leg downward facing. Exhale, bring your knee to the opposite elbow as you come into plank. Well done. Inhale, push back. Exhale, this time take that knee wide and bring it onto your right upper arm. Inhale, push back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Well done. And from here we're going to do that same movement that you just did. So knee to right upper arm. You're going to swing it round and then bring your right foot outside your right hand. Pivoting on your back foot and opening out into side angle. Well done. So option here, if you can't keep that hand on the floor, lift up onto that knee and come into this variation. I want you to sweep your left arm over and working with Dvihasta, so 2 arms, you can reach your right arm to join the left. Well done. Try not to forget about your back leg. And then on an inhale, what I'd like you to do is lift up and come into reverse warrior. Well done. Anyone that was here last night, you'll recognise this sequence. Pressing through the feet, lifting up through both sides of the body. Take whatever arm position works well for you with that left arm. Lifting up through both sides of the body. Well done. So we're in reverse warrior. Okay, so from here, inhale as you straighten up the legs and the arms. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale as you come into Trikonasana. Lovely. So we're rolling the left hip and the left side of the chest back. Legs are strong, hips stable, core strong. Draw the navel and the ribs in. Maybe reaching your left arm overhead. Maybe going into Dvihasta. 2 arms reaching. Well done. This is intense. 2 more breaths. Inhale, use the arms to lift. Well done. Open out, warrior 2 for 1 breath. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel the arms forward, stepping back into high plank. Maybe lifting that right foot. Exhale, lower 1 leg Chaturanga. Inhale, coming through into your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Well done, let's keep this going. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to chest. Well done. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Keep lifting. Well done. Inhale, go back. Exhale, take the knee wide. Outside left elbow. Well done. Inhale, 3-leg downward facing dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Well done. Nice. Okay, so from here, we're going to move to your side angle on the other side. Bringing that left knee round and then finding the outside of that left hand with your left foot. Opening out into your side angle on the other side. Taking the elbow on the knee if that's what you need. Sweeping your right arm up, overhead, and maybe join in with the left. Oh baby. So watch that you don't roll to face the floor. Continually revolving that right side of the chest back. That front knee bend. Watch that knee, does it cave in? Well done. Inhale, lift up and come into reverse warrior on the left side. Well done. My little mic pack here stops me from grabbing that thigh. So if you've got hold of that front thigh, press your right hand into that thigh and lift through both sides of the body. Well done. So coming into that side bend again, going deep into the hips. Lovely. Inhale as you straighten up the front leg, straighten up the arms, exhale. Inhale, reach forward as you prepare to come into Trikonasana on your exhale. Well done. Staying here for a breath. And then maybe reaching both arms overhead. Dvihasta. Keep revolving round that right side of the chest. Well done. Inhale, use the arms to lift up. Exhale, bend the knee. Arms out, warrior two. Well done. You might need to bring that left foot in slightly. We're going to inhale here and then cartwheel the arms forward. Stepping back, left leg lifted if you wish. Lower down, chaturanga if you want, or otherwise go straight back, downward facing dog, and we'll all join there now. Well done. Okay, feet wide, bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, jump, clap the feet, come down into your squat. Well done. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, come up, hands to heart. Well done. Feet together. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Well done. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen forward. Walk, step or jump back. Coming through to your downward facing dog. Beautiful, guys. So nice. From here, we're going to work on the left side first because I want to show you. So inhale, lift your left leg. Excuse me. Bend the knee and take it over to your right elbow. Keeping both hands down, extend your left leg out to the side. And then we're going to pivot on your back foot as you open out into your side angle with that leg crossed underneath. From here, I want you to open up into what feels like wild thing with that left leg crossed underneath. So coming into fallen triangle. So we're leaning back with that right arm, pushing the hips up. Well done. So you get a real squeeze in that left hip. Nice. You're doing a great job. And then from here, bring your right hand down, kick your left leg high, 3-leg downward facing dog. And then from here, we're going to come into plank, knee into chest. Bring your left foot down, drop the right knee underneath right hip. Well done. From here, we're coming into Ardha Hanumanasana. So shuffle your left foot forward, extending that left leg, left toes lifted. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Maybe exploring into full Hanumanasana if you wish by taking that left foot back. On your fingertips here. So what you can try, I've never done this before until yesterday's personal practice and then I introduced it into class. You can rock on that back knee as you lower your right hip and then rock on the other side as you lower your left. So kind of rocking side to side. See how it feels as you rock this way, You get a bigger stretch into the front leg. As you lean over to that front leg, you get a bigger stretch into the back leg. Working deeper and deeper, taking account of strength in the back of the back leg and the front of the front leg. Lowering down. 2 more breaths. Shuffling that back foot forward. Bring the hands down. Well done. From here, lift that back leg. Bring that leg forward. And we're going to come into your pyramid, your Parsvottanasana. If the hands don't reach the floor, bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Well done. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Shooting your left hip back, making sure that you don't come into a twist here. So we intentionally twisted at the hips in that full splits there, just to explore. Now we want to keep the hips stable. Squeeze sit bones together. Reach ribs away from pelvis. Fold. Lovely. Bring the hands down. Bend your front knee as much as you need to. Walk the hands forward, and then we're going to kick your right leg behind. Squeezing the thighs towards each other. Your right hand diagonally opposite your left foot. We're then going to squeeze legs together and revolve left side of the chest round, coming into your revolved half moon. 5 breaths here. You can choose to bend that back knee, take hold of the foot, coming into your revolved Chapasana variation of half moon, or you can kick that foot into the hand, press through left big toe knuckle, and use that kicking of the foot into the hand to lift up into your revolved dancer pose for 2 breaths. Before coming down into your revolved half moon. Well done. And then we're going to turn to face the floor. Bring your hands down, and you might need to kick yourself back onto the mat so that your hands are on the mat. We're using your right leg, strongly kicking up behind. Bend left knee into chest. Push everything away from the floor. Turn inner elbows and biceps to face forward. Lean forward. Lift your left heel. Maybe stay in here or bend that left knee as you use that right leg to kick up into your handstand split. With the knee bent for safety, or you can kick that left leg out to try the handstand split. You choose. 3 more breaths. Well done. Top leg straight. Nice. 1 more. And from here, step back. Downward facing dog. Well done. We're going to keep this energy going. So lift your right leg. Exhale. Knee to left elbow. Kick your right leg out underneath. And then pivot into your side plank on this side. Well done. Yep, perfect. So side plank, right arm. That's it. Well done. Seeing if you can lift that right leg. Have a go. Oh, baby, this is tough. I know. Use your Ujjayi breaths to stay centre and grounded. Okay, kick that leg back. 3-leg downward facing dog. Exhale, knee to chest, come to plank. Bring your right foot down. Drop the left knee under your left hip. Coming into Ardha Hanumanasana on the other side. Well done. Right toes lifted, right leg straight, lengthen forward. So spine stretching, bring the ribs away from the pelvis. Exhale, fold. Staying here if you wish, or starting to toe knee that back leg away, coming into your full Hanumanasana on the right side. Squeeze right thighs, squeeze left hamstrings and glutes, squeeze hips into the center line. Lovely. Maybe try that rocking on the back knee. It helps to come onto the top of that back foot and then rock the other side. So a little rocking and rolling, just noticing how this feels for you, becoming aware of your restrictions here, noticing if you get more through the right side as you tip it over to the right, or more through the left as you tip it over to the left. Coming back into centre, 2 more breaths. So squeeze thighs together, squeeze sit bones together, belly and ribs drawing up so that you're strong through core. Protect that lower back. Well done. So tuck the toes, start to bring that left leg forward. And then from here, we're going to bring your right foot back onto the mat. And then we're going to step left foot in as you come into Parsvottanasana. Lengthen forward, inhale, exhale, fold. Shooting right hip back. Hands on the hips if they don't reach the floor. Lengthen spine, ribs away from pelvis. Shoot right hip back and fold. Beautiful, guys. Relax the neck. Okay, from here, bend the right knee, hands go forward, left hand diagonally opposite your right foot, kicking your left leg behind, still squeezing thighs and sit bones together, lift navel, lift ribs, and then revolve right side of the chest round as you bring your right hand onto lower back, or reach right hand high, revolved half moon. Staying here for 5, or bending that back knee, taking hold of your left foot, kicking the foot into the hand. So you have to crunch in slightly to get hold, then open back out so that the spine is nice and long. Press through right big toe knuckle, facing the floor, kick the foot into the hand. Kick the foot into the hand as you lose your balance. Bring that stability in. Well done. 2 breaths here in revolve dancer pose. Watch your lower back. Lower down with control, he says. Open back out, revolve half moon, hands down, do a little hop back so that your hands are on the mat, and let's go other side. So, fingertips gripping onto that ground. Be grounded through those hands, biceps turning forward, push chest, lift, lift, bend your right knee. The left leg stays straight. Keep the right knee bent as you use your left leg to lift you high. And then maybe try splitting the legs. Well done. Really go for it like you are doing with your crow when you bring those hips over the pelvis. Nice. And stepping back, downward facing dog. Well done. Bend the knees, walk, step, or jump to seated and have a lie down. Woo! Take a breath in and let it go through the mouth. You did amazing, guys. Well done. Well done. Oh, God. Now return to Ujjayi. We're still in the active part of the practice, so calm yourself with your Ujjayi. Use the sound and the sensation to bring you back down. We're going to have another 4 breaths here. Two more. Feel everything settling. Still keeping that yang energy going, but you're calm while it's there. You're not allowing it to overwhelm you. Well done. Lovely. Okay, roll over onto your belly. So we're going to go Shalabhasana, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Now, it may be enough for you here to simply use your back to keep the lower back length. Sorry, let me start again. You can keep your legs on the ground, still activate hamstrings and glutes to pull that lower back away, and then use your arms to reach and use the back muscles to lift up. Coming into Shalabhasana this way, or if you feel that you want a bit more, then you can lift the legs as well. Reaching through those arms, reaching through the legs. Squeeze hamstrings, squeeze glutes. Lift the heart forward and up. Neck relaxed and smile for your last 2 breaths. Release. Bring one side of the face onto your crossed hands. Well done. Calm yourself with your ujjayi. Well done. Okay, from here, last back bend. Coming into Dhanurasana. Take hold of your ankles or the tops of the feet. Watch those legs don't flop out to the sides. So keep squeezing into centre line. Hamstrings are active, glutes are active, core strong, back strong. So think in this pose, strong back, soft front, wild heart. We're going to try and get an evenness through the lift in the knees and the chest. So you might need to rock forward, as we often find it easier to lift the chest here. Kick the feet into the hands. Exhale as you lift. Honouring your lower back, so do not over-compress into lower back. Well done. Kick, lengthen, reach the heart forward. Exhale, lift. 2 more like this. I want you to rock over to your right side, coming into Dhanurasana on your side. Well done. Inhale here, kick the feet into the hands. Use the core and the back of the body to come back to centre. Well done. Inhale here, exhale, go over to the left. Inhale, engage, exhale, come back to centre. One more big breath here. And let it go. You can let it go through the mouth. Come on to the other cheek. Ooh, well done, well done. Come onto your back once again. So we're going to ease out in Happy Baby. First of all, bring the knees to the chest. Drawing some circles here. Easing out your lower back. Well done. Now come into stillness as you part the knees. Maybe this is enough for you. Or maybe lifting those feet up above the knees, coming into Happy Baby. Taking hold round the back of the knees, round the lower legs, around the outsides or the insides of your feet. Watching that that sacrum doesn't lift. So keeping sacrum on the ground. Just take your hands lower down. Drawing those knees closer to the ground. Well done. So much drawing into the centre line. So much activation of the back of the body. So we're going to release and counter here in your Happy Baby. It might feel nice for you to straighten out one of the legs and then the other in your Happy Baby. Coming into your reclined Konasana here. This is a very deep stretch. Bending the knees. And from here, bring the feet down. Take them about as wide as your mat. Taking the arms out to the side and then let those knees fall over to the right. And if you want a little bit more of a lift of that left hip, then you can bring your right foot onto that left thigh. Keep pressing the shoulder blades and the arms into the ground, creating the twist using your hips. Lift your ribs away from the pelvis on the inhale so that you stretch that spine. Allow the lower back to feel spacious here in your twist. If you like, returning to your inhale through the nose and a longer exhale through the mouth. One more here. Bringing your feet both back onto the mat, as wide as your mat, knees up to centre, And then let those knees fall over to the left, enjoying that twist in the other direction. Take a moment there just to see how you feel. Arms and shoulder blades on the ground, head looking up, and maybe bringing that left foot onto your right thigh to further elevate your right hip, going deeper into your twist, and then keep that lower back nice and spacious by lifting ribs away from pelvis. Feel that stretch in the abdomen. Nice. And exhale and let go. Let it go through the mouth. Coming back into that yin energy now. What a journey we've been on. One more breath here. Bringing the knees back. Give those knees a little hug in one more time. This time as you exhale, bring the nose up to the knees, coming into a tight little ball. And as you exhale, release into your Shavasana. Take whatever you need in terms of props, positioning here. Generally recommended that the feet are about as wide as your mat, the feet flopping out to the side so you get that external rotation of the thighs. Arms reaching down the body, palms facing up, or maybe left hand on the heart, right on the belly, maybe both on the heart or both on the belly. Whatever you need. Give the head a little rock side to side. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. And a really powerful releasing exhalation through the mouth as you sink deeper into the mat. 2 more times. And again. Okay. Coming into stillness now. Let the body give way to the ground. Feel the weight of the body pressing down on all those points where you're connected to the ground. Give way a little more with every natural and spontaneous exhalation, bringing about more relaxation and calm through your natural and spontaneous inhalation, letting go, becoming heavier on your exhalation. Trust the body to breathe for you. Let your body relax. As you inhale, take that breath to the lower belly, to the diaphragm, into the lower abdomen. And as you exhale, feel that energy go down from the diaphragm into the legs becoming heavy. See a dark, black energy there. Inhale in into the diaphragm, and as you exhale, let that energy spread down the legs, activating your yin energy. Once you feel that heaviness there in the lower body, now taking your breath once again to the diaphragm. And as you exhale, feel that breath spread up from the diaphragm into the chest, shoulders, the neck and the head. A white, light energy. Inhale into diaphragm. Exhale, feel that lightness spread from the diaphragm all the way up through your upper body and head. One more. Inhale into diaphragm. A white, light energy filling the whole of the upper body. See these two opposites, the black in the lower body, the white in the upper body, and now using your inhalation to start to blend those energies clockwise. See that white blend into the black and the black blend into the white. See this spinning yin-yang blended energy being powered by your breath. Inhale in and exhale in.
the two energies blending together in your unique combination. Opposing and complementary energies working together to help bring balance into your body, mind, emotions and spirit. Relaxing here for a few breaths in your balanced, grounded and peaceful state. Releasing the image of your blended Yin Yang energy now, coming back into your breath. Take that breath down into the belly, up into the heart, filling the chest, and as you exhale, let that breath spread through your whole body, taking that peaceful, warm, energized feeling into your fingers and toes and the top of the head. Start to move the fingers and toes, the wrists, the ankles, give the head a little rock side to side, going into the hips and the shoulders. Reaching the arms overhead and the feet out in front, inhaling. And as you exhale, bend the knees and come over onto whichever side feels good for you. Taking a moment there just to make sure that you're back in the room. Feel or see the sunshine. You've got a beautiful day ahead. Pressing your top hand into the ground, keeping that neck soft as you lift yourself up to seated, coming back into our start position. Bringing the hands together into prayer position. And a really simple piece of gratitude. Let's just take a lovely big breath in. And as you exhale, bring to mind anything at all that you're grateful for in your life. Anything at all. Notice how your heart feels as you appreciate what you have. And let's close the practice by taking a breath together. Inhaling. Exhaling, gently blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Well done, guys. I will see you all soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.